And so the very first memory I have is like around like 7th, 6th grade.
Word.
He was doing like poetry. It was like a poetry section in the class. And I just remember writing some like a perfect poem.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I like this. Like I like rhyming. I like, making lyrics.
Yeah.
And I had a bro, his name is Jalen Parker, shout out Jay McCaw. He used to do music from young. So I used to see how he do, he get all the girls in school.
Yeah.
I want that kind of energy
Yeah.
a little bit. So I think about like 2016 maybe, like one summer I did SYP. I saved my whole check that summer. I went and bought equipment, computer, everything, interface, everything. Just started rapping in my bedroom.
Word.
Just to go from there.
So this was like 7th, 8th grade?
Yeah, like
Really?
7th, 8th grade for real.
Word. What's that journey like, or what's that journey been for you from then to now?
It's been like a slow grind for real. Cause you kind of see some
Yeah.
You see somebody doing it, you think you're gonna instantly get that, but then I realized like just take your time, look at your own pace. You're gonna get where you wanna go if you keep going. If you stop, then you're gonna stop. So I just kept going with it. Here today.
With everybody doing stuff and everybody progressing, you're either moving forward or you're not moving.
Yeah,
or backwards, really. Yeah.
My most important thing is I didn't want to stand still. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like where I was at. I wanted to like try a new hobby. I used to play basketball, and once you get to a certain age, your body starts telling you no more basketball. So that's really what it was.
Or
I feel like rap gonna be here forever for me.
Yeah. Who were some of your biggest inspirations?
Really, it was the people I was around. Like,
Really?
Yeah, really. All the people that everybody I work with, they inspiration for me. Jay McCaw, Black Christ, RJ, Meliki, J Tom, AZ, everybody. Everybody who I met on my journey, that was my inspiration for real. Inspiration really was, we was going through a time where we were separating from a group, and we just felt like we had to up our game. So like, I feel like when you think about upping your game, you think of like a dog.
Yeah.
So that's why we named it DAWG Days. And then, really, I think what else? I mean, the process has been real easy. Him and his mom made it very easy for us. And even when we first started, it just started with a couple of, find a beat on YouTube.
Yeah.
I send you a verse, you send me back a verse, but it happened so quick. I think we made like half of those songs in 2 weeks span for real. And then that. All the months after that, it was just tweaking it, making it better, making sure everything was cohesive. Yeah. That's really all it was.
I remember Meliki talking to me about it, and he was like, yeah, Tré and I are working on this project right now. And then next thing I knew, it was out. Like, literally, it was
that easy, I promise.
Yeah.
That easy.
What, so your mindset working on it was kind of taking that next step?
Yeah, I haven't released a project ever. I was just dropping singles here and there. Yeah, if I record and finish, ended up going to Apple Music. Yeah, that was it. So this was the first really I had to sit and take my time and build on ideas. Yeah. To shoot videos, re-record verses, all kinds of stuff like that.
What was it like when you guys were building, or when you guys were coming up with the track list for it? Did you guys have a bunch of different songs that you didn't use, or was every track you made almost like it had its own purpose or its own intention for where it was going on the project?
To be honest, what you see on the project is only half of what we had. Yeah, really? Way more. It was a bunch of stuff we had not throw away, but you kind of, this don't really sound finished. It's not really a project, ready yet. So we had to let go of a couple of songs, couple of verses. Yeah, that was it though. I think we recorded maybe like 30 songs first.
30 songs is crazy. Especially that quick too. Like from the time Meliki told me you guys were working on that project to when it was released, might have been 2 months. That might even be long. Like
probably less. So.
Yeah, honestly.
I did learn that like you have to build. You gotta treat the album like it's your baby. You're not gonna be teaching your baby multiplication when he's 1 year old.
Yeah, right.
You kind of gotta take it slow. Teach him about numbers first. Yeah. So that's kind of what we did. We just took it very slow. He taught me like how to curate each song first, and then how to put the songs together to like really paint the whole picture of what we was trying to do. Like even down to the cover art. I think I had drew up like a cover art first, sent it to him. Him and his mom, you know, talked about it. We all talked about it, and they was like, "Nah, we can make this better. Like, it'd be better than." Because I won't lie, the first cover art was fire, but once they started saying, "All right, we could take pictures and put different medias together to make it more cohesive with what we was trying to portray," I just trusted that, and we learned it. Yeah.
So it seems like a big thing you learned from, or a big takeaway from that project was cohesion.
Yeah,
making everything consistent.
Yeah, making everything stick together.
Or
like, I would just drop a song and whatever first cover art I draw out, I just throw it out.
Or
that's just how I am. Like,
yeah.
As long as you hear the music, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
They was like, you got to paint the whole picture. They want music, image, like all that matters.
So they really opened your eyes to creating a whole experience with the project, more than just the music itself.
Yeah, even doing the shows. They was getting me outside doing shows. Like, I never was really doing shows. I do remember around that time, me and Meliki was already in album mode. Yeah. Kind of I was hungry for that. I was hungry. I remember I didn't write anything. I was just recording, like punching in all of my lines. Yeah. I had just started doing that and getting like real comfortable with it. So I just started punching in once you sent me that. Yeah. The beat already was carrying, so I was like, it's not gonna take much for me to just.
Yeah. I was a little worried too, because it's not like the type of beat you usually kind of get on. And it sounded like you were at home on that. Like, it sounded very natural to you.
Yeah. So it definitely was a different like beat for me, but I don't know. As of recently, like the past year or so, I've been trying out different sounds. So that was just, I saw it as like, this is just a new sound for me to try. Yeah. And then I was just flowing on it. So I'm just a creative altogether. That's literally why my name is Tré The Artist.
Yeah, word.
I really started those drawing for real.
Really?
Yeah. Before any of the lyrics and poems, I started drawing.
Is your logo? Did you draw that?
Yeah, I drew this logo.
Oh, let me see that. You drew. So wait, did you draw this pencil and you fill it in after? Did you do this all?
I kind of like drew the sketch out first, and then I went to Photoshop, Illustrator. You gotta put everything together.
We'll zoom in on this. That shit is fire, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
So wait, you're familiar with Photoshop, Illustrator, all the Adobe Suite shit?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Really?
Self-taught. Literally, YouTube University.
Yes.
I make that yet. If you want to give advice to any artist, YouTube University, make that your best friend. I don't know, like, it's not really like one sole thing I look for. I would say definitely your energy gotta like be there. Because I've worked with a bunch of people who we work one time because your energy is not like
doesn't excite you to work with them.
Yeah, it ain't like as a person, really, I'm a very like quiet to myself person. But when I'm with music, I'm gonna get my full energy. So I'm expecting like a reflection of that in some type of way. Besides that though, like I like lyricists because I wouldn't call myself like a lyricist. You know, there's J. Cole's, and then there's like people who make like dance, like music that'll get your energy.
Like Dolph or Key Glock, like they're not saying so much shit, but like they're like it's still fire to listen to.
It's hype music, kind of.
Yeah.
So like I'm more of the hype music, so I do like pairing myself with a lot of like lyricists, because I don't know. Every time I make songs like that with like lyricists, it just sounds good to the ear.
Yeah.
It appeases to like both crowds, the lyricists, like people who just want to dance or like. I think it's positive. I feel like everybody is rapping now. Like this, just talking about underground, but like all the mainstream rappers, I don't really know. Like I'm not really feeling the music right now. Of course, it's good music. Nobody's just gonna put out bad music, but I find myself listening to like a whole album that dropped in January. Like I'm still listening to that in December because nothing is really like gravitating towards it.
What album?
I'm gonna just give you an example right now. Like since Drake dropped, what is that? Some Sexy Songs for You. Since he dropped that, it's been on repeat. Like, and nothing else that had dropped before that, I've been listening to it. Or DAWG Days and what's that album? Another one that's my top favorite, Melodic Blue by Baby Keem.
Fire.
I think that dropped in like 21 or 22.
Yeah.
I'm still listening to that on repeat just because I don't like any of the new music that's coming. I might listen to it for a week, and then just back to body glue. That's really what it is for me.
What do you think? There's some things as independent artists that we could do to put that on a positive path.
I think you should just try new sounds. Like a lot of people are just repetitive. It's the same sound. I think I take on that. Like I try to do different sounds. Like you sent me a different kind of beat, and you gotta experiment. I feel like art is a painting. You can't just paint the same painting every time. You gotta switch it up. You might gotta change your medium. Like all that stuff helps with the creative process. It helps paint a bigger picture. It makes everything like feel better. Yeah, like even like big thing. I don't know if everybody has to know. Like the sexy drill. They literally took drill, like violent music, and made it sexy so the girls would dance to it in clubs. Yeah. You gotta be innovative. You have to be innovative when you're an artist.
So innovation, trying new things out. You mentioned earlier too, authenticity.
Yeah, be yourself, for real.
Would you say those three things are very important with putting the culture on a positive path?
Yeah, definitely. And I would say don't try to put others down. Like I hear a lot of people saying like, "Oh, you're copying this person's sound."
Yeah.
That's literally what people do. That's how you like create something new. Yeah. You have to I'd say mimic. Mimic is the best word I got.
Yeah.
You gotta mimic a sound, and then you add your authenticity to it. Throw that in a pot, mix it together, something new comes up. Yeah, that's really how I think we should be moving forward. Definitely them throwaway songs. From DAWG Days. I might drop a couple singles, but definitely I'm trying to get another album out, solo album, because that was a collab album. I want to get a solo album out by I'll give y'all July, August.
Word. Let us breathe a little bit after DAWG Days.
Yeah, I got to.
Word.
I gotta let
everybody catch up and then just
because I feel like DAWG Days, that's like intro for the people who haven't heard from me in a while. I think my last single before that was maybe like top of 2024.
Word.
And so literally whole last year I didn't really drop anything. So reintroduction, and now this is gonna be the introduction.
We got a big year now.
Yeah.
Word. You heard it here first. Tré, thank you again for pulling up, bro. And thank you a ton for being on the project. Like I can't thank you enough for that.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
I love collaborating. Yeah. It makes me who I am.
I'm excited to hear what you got coming out this year too.
All right,
for sure. Appreciate you, my boy. JayStation Network, we're signing off for now. The one and only Tré the Artist. Thank you again for pulling up, my man. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, video.